Okay, this is a totally unplanned video for you, a bonus one, because I popped into Tesco's and guess what? They had 25% off. Hello, my name is Susan. Thank you so much for clicking on my video today. I hope you get to your nearest Tesco's to see what bargains you can find. I am a UK size 2022, 5'4" tall, and I could not believe the incredible range that F at Tesco had in. I did a haul before Christmas at F. I was totally underwhelmed, and today I was totally overwhelmed. I had to stop at the amount of items that I bought, otherwise I could have bought the whole shop up. I hope you enjoy this video. It is a haul from F at Tesco's. Just going to start with some accessories I bought. It's been so cold, we all need a nice hat, and I am in desperate need of a new one. So it was originally £8. It went down to £4 in the sale. With my 25% off, I paid £3 for this hat. Absolute bargain, and I'm going to get so much wear out of it. Essentials, the 25% was off all the essentials too. I laddered my flipping tights this morning, so I needed some new ones. They only had 80 denier. I felt they will be fine. The ones I had before were too thick, really. They were £5, but of course I got 25% off of that, which is £1.25. So I only actually paid £3.75 for 2 pairs of opaque tights. I thought that was a bargain and something I needed anyway. Another essential that we just cannot get enough of. This is a pair of pajamas. Although they are so luxurious, I'm sure you could get away with them as loungewear and pajamas, but they are just lovely with this sort of moon and star design in that rib texture. Yeah, you can see that rib texture there, and it's got a lovely lot of stretch in that classic sort of collared button down shirt design. These pajamas in a size 2022 are super comfortable. It's got a lovely cuff at the end of the top there, and just lovely and soft to wear. The trousers have got the draw cord there, so you can make them smaller or whatever, and I thought that was a nice touch. Pockets in the pajama bottom, so if you're walking around with your phone, you can put it in there if you need your hands. So there is a cuff at the bottom of the pajama there. It's quite a loose cuff. It didn't really do its job because I did find that these were a little bit long. Maybe they will shrink in the wash. I am renowned for doing things like that, but so comfy and stretchy. You would certainly have a good night's sleep in these. I'm sure I told you they were a size 2022. Oh, these were a real bargain as well. I couldn't believe it because originally they were £24. They went down to 12 in the sale, and then of course with the 25% off meant I paid £9 for these beautiful pajamas. Lovely, aren't they? More essentials, and at these prices I could not leave them behind. That's why I bought 2. They are exactly the same style, just in different colours, because I couldn't tell if I like this pink better or the more sort of muted sort of everyday grey. I did resist the sort of a beigey cream one, but I'm thinking I may go back and buy that because I love these. Now, these are already a bargain at £12.50, but with the 25% off, it was about £3.12 off, is it? You know, £9.50. And they actually call them t-shirts on the receipt, maybe because of that short sleeve. It's certainly in a t-shirt style, but in a soft, a super soft knit weight leg sort of a fabric there. Oh, it's so soft, and it's got a nice little bit of stretch. So I bought one in this grey marl there with all different sort of tones of grey, and one in the pink. Now, although they are the same, I would maybe it's just the fabric. You can see the fluff on it more. It's definitely a very brushed knitwear. So super soft. Inside this pink one, they must be different because the inside of the grey one is different. It's got this rib texture. I bought both in a large, and as I said, both were £9.50 with the 25% off. If you've watched my yours video that went live hopefully yesterday, on Saturday anyway, I'm hoping to get this up on Sunday, you will have seen that I bought a black pair of trousers, and I've had a little bit of comments saying that they didn't really feel that they were me and I should maybe look in Marks and Spencer's. So I was sort of looking around, and of course these caught my eye in the Tesco sale. I think that's pretty good price at £15 with 25% off. Absolutely better. And I think they come in at about £11.25 in that sale. It's got a nice elasticated waist there, and it's nicely encased. A pet peeve of mine is when the casing's too loose and the elastic sort of twists. It's got a faux little cord there on the front. It doesn't actually do anything. The elastic does all the work there. There are some pockets, and I'm afraid that was the issue. I don't feel that the size 20, I'm sure I got it in a 20, is the issue. But they just did pull. Not so badly that I wouldn't consider keeping them, but I definitely felt that this panel across here from the pocket to pocket was cut too short, because it didn't feel like it was like clingy or pulling. It was just too short compared to the back of the material there, that just made this pocket sort of just gape open a little bit. Like I said, that wouldn't be enough to put me off. What put me off, unfortunately, was the length. Being wide-legged, of course, it adds a lot of bulk down there. I probably could take them up. If it would add, you definitely have to cut and hem these. You couldn't just turn them over because it would give the wrong vibe. And they're not overly sort of wide-legged, and they are in this lovely sort of lightweight, stretchy polyester. Absolutely brilliant going into the spring. And of course that's what we're all looking for now, those transitional pieces. And who can go wrong with a pair of black trousers in their wardrobe? It was my daughter who actually pointed this out to me, and she said that these one button cardigans are going to be the new trend of wearing your cardigan. And I did like that really sort of soft grey, and I thought it would go with the darker grey t-shirt knitwear that I've just shown you previously. It was a considered purchase. Obviously it's £22.50 to start with, but with the 25% off I got about £5 off. So it brought it down, I thought, to just an affordable price that I was willing to pay. And I do like to feel that I am giving a nod to the trends. I bought this in a size large, and I can appreciate that it's supposed to be the oversized baggy look, but I just felt that the shoulders didn't do me any justice because they were just too droopy, and I also had to really pull it back. Otherwise the back, I've just felt, wasn't hanging properly. That brought it up at the front. I tried it on with the black trousers, which wasn't too bad because they weren't clingy. But if I was wearing anything clingy, I think I would have concerns about how short it was at the front. But always such a nice knit there. Lovely big deep rib on the bottom and on the cuffs. Sleeves were a little long, I had to fold them back, but I think that just adds to it nicely, doesn't it? And there is just a fine sort of like little rib there for that button, which is quite a dark, almost, it's not really tortoiseshell, it's got a little sort of different colour there, but I really wouldn't call it tortoiseshell. Again, I just don't feel it was me. It just felt too oversized and a little bit baggy and not really doing anything for me. But for the price, in that 25% at least, it's a lovely cardigan, and that one button's going to be on trend. This is an amazing shirt. First of all, can you see the sheen on there? It feels so luxurious. I can't say it feels like silk, but it's obviously of a silky texture. They call it a diagonal stripe monotone blouse. And I did like the way that they hadn't just done sort of plain stripes, they'd done it in this diagonal pattern. It's got some lovely features here. The cuff, an extra wide cuff with two little buttons there, and the matching black buttons that go down the front. The collar is a favourite style of mine because it doesn't button up all the way to the top. The collar finishes here, and then you've got this V that then goes down to the buttons. If I show you the back, you may be able to see that diagonal much nicer. I'm not sure, I didn't notice when I tried it on, but I wasn't looking at it in that closer detail. Obviously I was busy trying it on. Those stripes don't meet up at the front. It's not that way out, and I don't think it really sort of makes that much difference, but if you notice those sort of things, that will probably be a decider for no for you, even at this bargain price. Originally £16, 25% off meant it was £12. A fabulous shirt. Longer at the back, which I felt covered the bottom nicely, but the front was also a good length on me, and I want the length on the front to cover my big belly. I love it, but I don't know if I would wear it. I don't go to work in an office or whatever, and I feel it's probably just a little bit too formal if I want to dress up. It probably would look fantastic with a pair of leggings. I'm not a legging type person. I loved it, but I don't need it. Now this, I think, is one of my favourites out of the haul. And you know it's because it's green, but I also really do like this little ditzy sort of abstract pattern on it. I also love the fabric, so similar to the one that I've got on. This dress is from Next. I just find this fabric so comfortable, it stretches so much, it's wash, dry and wear, and it is just so simple. Also, if you're going on holiday, it will not crease. Well, I have to start with the price, don't I? £19.50 with the 25% off. You know, it brought it down to about £15. And for this amount of dress, I think that is a bargain. Got that beautiful V at the front that you know is going to be flattering for those with a bigger bust. And what I really loved was this elastication here that sort of cups over the breast area there and sort of makes the waist look smaller. It was also nice that it continued round to the back because it just drew in all that excess fabric for the skirt without looking big and bulky. Elastication is sometimes better than sort of gathered. It's got full-length sleeves and some elastic at the bottom there. There are no frills and fancies down to the bottom apart from some side little splits. So that sort of adds a little bit of daring sort of springness to it, doesn't it? I can see this being definitely a spring dress where you may want that waft of cooler air. Unfortunately, even though I bought this in a size 20, it was too big. I just felt this elastication here just allowed it to stretch out too far. Really good for my self-esteem, really, because I feel if I want to keep this, I'm going to have to go and buy it in a size 18. But I love it. It is a beautiful dress. And I hope you agree. Oh, I just said the green one was my favourite, but this last item of the haul may just pip it because of all those beautiful colours in this beautiful ditzy print here. I'm not sure how breathable this may be in the heat of summer, but it would certainly sort of keep off any spring chill. Now, it is quite different in style to the green one, so I'll run through those differences. This has got a rounded neck. I feel that a V-neck probably does do me better, but you know, I'm wearing a round neck now. You have to sort of compromise somewhere, don't you? They have straight sleeves there, no elastication on these ones. There is no elastication around the actual waist like the green one had, but because it's in this stretchy fabric, you can see how much that is stretching out. So that one flounce there and another one at the hem. I love the print. I think that is spring and it's pretty and it encompasses all those lovely colours. But because it is such a busy print, it seemed to sort of just drown me because it was from here all the way down. And it was actually quite a long length on me. But for that £15, you know, in the sale, reduced from that £19.50, I just wish I could tweak it a little bit because it is a absolutely gorgeous print. But like I said, I just felt a little bit drowned in it. Right, that was the haul from F&F. Don't bother watching anymore because I'm just going to rattle on about subscribing, whatever. Get in your car or walk to your nearest Tesco's and see what bargains you can find. But if you do hold on, please put your ideas and your suggestions and your comments in the comments below, and of course push that subscribe button. Thank you for watching and I'll see you soon.